It's been long that I wanted to share testimony, and I wasn't able to fetch proper time or space to talk about whatever God has done in my life. And I've tried my best to share and my experiences, so that it can be encouraging for someone else. Right now, I'm running tired, but I'm so thankful to God for being there at every step of my life. Or and It's amazing how God can lead, even though when we are going through many challenges, or we may be tired outwardly, but God is just renewing our strength from within. And it's amazing that at every step, He has proved to do miracles. Yes, there are times when He says no, there are times when we get frustrated, but uh, everything He does or allows is for a purpose. And that's what I realized just during my past few months, when where I had treaded my journey. So this, I actually should have shared it right away when the miracles happened. And gradually what happens is that we tend to lose grip of it, and we tend to get away, swayed away with our other things, and then what happens is that we miss sharing the important points. But anyway, finally I have taken, I found the opportunity. So I wanted to share this, that just in month of April this year, I decided to switch my um, job profile to in teaching line. But as I was getting my subject as global perspectives, which is I'm very passionate about the subject, so I thought of taking that up, and I had shifted to Kolhapur, and it was a wonderful experience. But just due to the schedule not matching with my personal goals, and the challenges, I had to again leave from there. But I feel that even though we stay wherever, even though for a short period or a long period, but the quality life, or the time that you spend, the phase of life that you spend in that place matters a lot, and the connections that you build. And I'm not saying that it has to be very good, but I'm saying that it can be challenging. It can be that we may go through some points where we feel very low, and sometimes some things we feel are just not going according to what we had planned. But what I'm trying to tell here is that even in such phase of life, God has a purpose, and when that purpose is fulfilled, then it all makes sense. So I don't regret any part of my journey, any steps that I've taken in my journey so far, because everything, every minute has proved fruitful, and I'm thankful to God for that. So the 5 months, I remember leaving and going to Kolhapur, and it's with my 4 dogs. So it is again challenging, because then you have cost, you have to bear everything, and to get the fencing done for them. But God is so amazing that when we were trying to look for pet friendly houses, I mean, the school accommodation, of course, cannot accommodate 4 pets. So I tried looking, I will just cut it very short, but in detail it will take a lot of time. But this is just for encouragement purpose that I'm sharing this, and also testifying God's testifying God's miracle, and God's blessings, that and His power that He can bestow upon us. Um, so when I actually was surfing for the house, when I was scrolling through, I wasn't finding anything And when I actually got to know from the school that it's very difficult to find a house for they also did try best, and I'm thankful for that. But I couldn't find anything suitable for four dogs. So then finally, what happened was that the moment it was just at the end. I mean, we didn't have much time before I have to take decision to join over there. So I just scrolled again and I found a contact, and thankfully they happened to be believers. And I found a small room kitchen house with personal terrace just right in front of the church. And the house has already the fencing door done on the terrace top, so I mean the staircase, so it was as if ready for the dogs. And then the rest of the things I had to get it done. But there were challenges, but then I'm so thankful that I could build memories. The amazing worship that the church people have over there in Ichalkaranji is amazing. New Life Fellowship Association Church, I haven't seen such worship so far. I mean, so free. And I wish to share my testimony, because when I was there again, I started facing challenges where um, two of my dogs had fights. I mean, one of the female dogs started attacking the other one. So, how I have survived over there is like just tracing back in short to cut short. When I joined, the finance had become one issue, because when I joined, I did need huge amount, not huge, but yes, appropriate funds, so that I can amount of funds that appropriate amount of funds that I can actually spend to get the fencing done. And then my LIC loan was not getting through, and the PF funds I could not withdraw because of certain things. I will not say that it was difficult, but I should say that maybe something was letting me stuck, getting like letting me feel stuck over there. It's because I was ignorant about certain procedures, what to do, and there was no one proper to guide. So I tried contacting my previous organization. I tried contacting here and there, but I could not get the right information on why my funds are not being sanctioned. And then I slowly started using GPT for surfing, and I surfed and found out that what is the reason basically to to get the funds. But mm still it was stuck and I could not withdraw. My form got rejected um, two times. And thankfully my LIC fund, I was getting so frustrated. I was telling God, why am I facing this? And during that phase of time, God is so amazing. I wish I could recall these small steps that I took or I came across, where God was so graceful to me. But whatever I can recall, I will definitely share. And during that phase of time, I discovered, yes, if I should use this word, is, I mean, if it's right. And this is that what I discovered is Amazon Pay Later, where I had enough credit to buy things and pay later. So whatever basic needs were there, I could order. And Simple, which is a good app where you get 1500 limit for your food or anything that you want to order. So that was one that I figured it out, and that's how I actually managed. And during that time, what happened was that I tried ordering an Almira and it got stuck, and I had complained that why it is not arriving. But it was a huge amount that I had paid. I thought like I will stay there for a longer time. When God has planned your stay somewhere, He knows your future um, than what we actually can foresee, or what we can imagine. So he knew already that I was there for a short period of time and I will have trouble moving all those huge things. So it got stuck. It came into Kolhapur, but it did not reach to my doorstep because delivery person said that he cannot deliver in the evening, and I complained to Amazon customer that when 10 p.m. is the delivery time, why is the it's denied. So they said no, we will raise a concern and all, but it never got sorted. And again, for the bed thing, when I ordered, I remember ordering a foldable bed for time being, and it came it did not come in a very good condition. But again, when I placed a return, it did not return back. The pickup was not done, and I'm thankful that it was light. And while movement, when I kept in the storage place while coming back to Pune, it could have actually spoiled, and it was already a little, little bit rust and all these things were there. So I felt God actually had everything in mind. So I hope that I'm making sense, that the when I get my long term place, probably I could spend invest more amount and buy something better. But I'm thankful to God that that time I felt so frustrated. I felt, God, why is are these things happening? And then when I went there, I also built a very good circle, because when I was there in MITA, we had a good bonding with animal lovers, and there were people to support. So when I moved out, it is difficult to find again similar kind of people, mentality people. So while settling in the house, while I was going 2 3 times up and down, I happened to find two kittens near the drainage area. And I it's not that I try to run away from rescues, but it is that I feel scared that what if I'm not able to afford to help, or financially, or if I'm not able to find good place for them. So that's what is a worry, and I always pray that don't let me see anything which will emotionally break me down. But then these two kittens were crying, and one I think had fallen down. So I asked the shopkeeper, and shopkeeper said that, ma'am, वो तो छोड़ के चले जाते हैं यहाँ पे, you don't bother. So I said, but we can't ignore them. So I said, yeah, that I don't know, there was some feeling that, God will provide people. There was nobody, everybody, it was a busy road. So when I went there, that was my first time rescuing kittens. So somehow when I was trying to look down and trying to say, Arey, one kitten has fallen down, and one is trying to look there, and both were motherless, the mother was not around. So somebody must have left them. So that's how a few children came around, and I'm so glad that every time children are the one who have always been my inspiration. So then I found a few people who came around, like bhaiyas, and one gardener bhaiya was also there. I don't know from where he came. So then they came, and we rescued. And after that, what happened was, the children ran to their houses, and they got a cloth, they got water, we cleaned them up, and we tried saying where to keep them now. So they said, we already have dogs, we already have this, nobody will be able to keep. Then we found a temple where outside there is a place. They said that we'll keep them there. We adjusted them over there, and that's how I built the connection over there. You see how God is amazing. He just finds the way. You don't need to think when you actually have to do good work. So then that's how the connection is still there, and we are in touch. And children also excitedly, they came to my house and they said we need a box for them to keep them. So we tried everything, but one of the kittens tried running to come towards the roadside, and it met with an accident and it died. And the other one, I heard that the person whose it was, maybe they have taken it. I'm not sure how far that is true, but I am very thankful that that time it broke my heart again to see that, God, why the taxi, because I saw literally on the road the intestine out and the painful situation. But some of the things which we cannot understand, I think we have to let go. So let me now come back to the testimony again. This is part of it, so I definitely want to share. And then after that, all these phase I went through, I'm coming to the point where all the frustration, everything actually makes sense now. So the funds did not get released. I mean, my LIC loan finally came and I could pay off certain fabrication thing and the borrowed amount, because if I've borrowed from someone, I really feel uneasy because I feel that I should pay them on time and I should pay them back as soon as possible. So I'm thankful for the close ones who are there to support me. And a small things like, when you actually wanted to have food and you didn't have, some suddenly your close friend calls you and then without you telling they transfer you 500 rupees. I mean, that has happened with me. Miracle. Universal holidays, I think I've shared that in my previous testimony, that God declares universal holidays. He does. There are so many things that I'm missing right now, and that's one thing that I regret. And I should encourage each one of you that whenever you find time, whenever you actually God does the miracle, just share the testimony or record it, so that we don't miss anything. And so right now it's becoming like all mixed up, but I hope that I'll be able to deliver what I'm intending to do. So then after that, what happened was all 5 months were uh, um, all the this 5 months went, and challenges were there, but I met good people, I found good connections, and then also the children, the subject, the bond that I shared with children was amazing. And while returning back, I might miss some things now in between, but while choosing to come back to Pune wasn't an again easy decision, because now this time I had a plan to start something of my own, and I knew that there is a risk, but I also trusted God. And I feel that when the time is right, you will actually have that gut feeling. And there's no force that, I have to force it to grow. It's just that I have started it because God has made a way out, and let it go as per God's will in his right time. So while coming back also, God, yes, I got fooled. I did get fooled, like by I mean, the charge that the person charged me was way too high, and then the person whose vehicle was booked was actually given a very less amount. And he said, while talking, while because I came with the luggage to Pune, the tempo. So the person said that I could have got your things within this much rate, and well, I don't want to disclose all that because there's no, I'm not here to put anyone down. But during this phase also, I found the right people, and that person has helped me again to bring my things from the storage place, and that's again a testimony again. So then while coming back to Pune, yes, again all four dogs had come safely to Kolhapur. They came back to Pune, and I'm thankful to Ashok Bhaiya. I would take his name because he has business and he has seen my face even during COVID when we had Dhule batch dogs, where one of my dogs passed away, and there was lots that happened. So he was there during that journey, and now he has his own business. He has many vehicles which he owns. So he himself came with the driver bhaiya to pick my hearty, happy, sweet, and Kushi. So that's something really nice. And the dog pet in care, Hadap sir, they also are very supportive. And so, for paying them off, I had requested some grace period, and then definitely I could pay them back. So they're very understanding, and so that's how dogs went safely. And during that time, then I came, I stayed with my close friend, and after that she and her family, we had a good time. I met good, again we shared testimonies, praises. But during that period, 9 or 10 days, again was challenging to find a good house, and that also pet friendly. Plus, I did not have any intention to join any school or any organizations. I'm not saying that my journey in the schools was not fruitful. Of course, it was. I'm blessed. But there are certain things that, when you feel that the purpose for you to stay in a certain place is over, it does not mean that you have to stay there for years and years. It can be 3 months, it can be 1 month, and it can be 5 years, 2 years. but maybe there's a calling, maybe there's something else that God has intended, and that's why ways were also made. Otherwise, if God did not have that way, God will stop you right there. He will block you, and especially when you're praying to God, when you're a prayer warrior, when even when you feel that you have fallen into the pit, God will make that turn into miracle, make that turn for your success. So yes, during those 10 days, we served houses. I was online checking and literally getting very tired because then my friend had to leave to Goa, and then my stay place. Of course, there were people who were very kind to me to welcome me, but then again, I didn't want to be a burden. I didn't want to, I wanted to settle fast because even for dog hostel, I have to pay. And though they have been kind enough to consider it at a little lower, but as there are four rescued, but still it goes to a higher amount. So then, while during that phase we served, and I really want to thank my close friends and the family to support me during this time, and those who prayed for me also, especially my mom. I'm really really thankful to her because every time I call her, I have something to share with her. They're my close friends, um, who are there constantly with me in touch, and I would definitely thank them, so uh, then what happened was that when I came here, um, when I was in that for this 10 days, the place where I was there, we were trying to search around. But again, pet friendly plus for four dogs, it's again a big thing. So it was very difficult. Now, brokers. So through brokers also, we found finally many options we saw. And then one of the brokers told that we saw a flat which I really liked, and they said there will be no issues by the owner. But the next day when we were trying to do the booking and everything, um, they told us that they had shown us the wrong flat. So there is again a thing that we learn lessons, we learn through experiences, and God had a plan. And after that, I had only 1 or 2 days, and my contact, the limit to contact the owners or the dealer was out on 99 acres. So then I had asked my friend's niece to, I forwarded her the link, and then she helped me to get the contact, and that's how I found a house. And in between, I did find some independent houses, and when they said, okay, you come, and then later on, the wife said, no, because of dogs, we cannot allow, and all of that. So finally, I found such a good place, such a good society, and with without broker. So that's again amazing. Now, coming to another testimony was in between that this is a small one that when my friend had left for Goa, I had to stay in a hotel Oyo room which I had booked for 2 days because I was looking around for during this is before finding this house. So during that time, I wanted to see the other place where to go and see the place around and houses nearby. So what happened was like there I stayed. Then I came back to this area where when I had fixed the house, when we talked everything, but the maintenance thing was still going on. During that time, when I connected back to the other Oyo room, they for just for one evening, one night, and then morning, I want to come back to this house again. Um, the hotel person said that 700, and I could not afford that time. Yes, this brings me to this the point to share also that again I applied for PF fund, and this time I don't have income source, so I needed funds. Right now my close friend was helping me, and I borrowed, and then few people waited back for the payment. So the PF form I had applied, I had chosen wrong form. I had gone to PF office, and they also did not guide me that you have to choose this form, that form. They said it will get sanctioned if you update your exit date or something. So again, I contacted my previous two organizations, and all these things, but we were not able to. Every time it was getting rejected, saying that establishment showing life. So I was not able to understand. um, now what happened again, the fund, I thought it will come on 20, I had applied on 10th November again, so this is the third time I had applied. And 10th November when I had applied, it actually should take 10 days, 15 days. So by 21, 22 I should get approval, and this time I was very much sure that it will get approved. But then what happened, suddenly I see a message on 21st that it is rejected again. And I was so shocked, because I have promised people to pay them within this week, before this month ends. I prayed, and somehow I feel this time I was gaining strength, gaining. I started worshiping God, praising God in times of frustration, times of fear, and I really thank few of my close friends, and I would like to mention their name without permission: Apurva, Rinki, Karuna, Uma, and Shraddha. I know, and few of my close friends, Neha, Binu, Monica. I know we don't keep in touch, but we are there for each other. Would also like to thank Kavita ma'am, and they're my uh, close friends. My relatives are also there. If I start taking name, then this video will never end, but these are my few close friends. I must have forgotten some of their names, but these are few of my close friends who have been always there, and always encouraged me, or being there, even though we don't keep in touch much, but whenever we need each other, we are there for. It's evergreen. So we are praying, we are sharing that that we should start praising God in the situation. So then we started I started praising God, that no, God will make a way, God will make a way. And what happened was that um, funds, no, I searched on GPT again, that why my form is rejected again. Now where will I go to PF office? I don't have auto money, and my money actually was um, you know it was almost over, because I was hoping that funds will come. So then I applied again. I applied on I checked on GPT, and it told me that maybe I have chosen a wrong form, and this wisdom I should have got it before also. But God had a plan, exact plan, that I did not need the fund that time that much, how much I will need it now. So when He knows it, He will get you stuck. Um, may He use any means, like he may use any means, or any ways, but He will get you stuck. So then finally I realized that okay, I have to apply from 19 to completely withdraw my PF and keep the pension running. So I did that, and it anyway takes 7 days. I dropped just one email to RO Pune, and usually they don't reply. But thankfully, it's a Saturday, Sunday anyway, it's off, so they don't work, and it will take time. But Friday, 3:28 p.m. I applied, and Saturday I got a message saying claim settled. And it is amazing. It's amazing how God can do. And Monday the money was in my account, so I could pay people off, and I could also pay off my loan, and do the other things. I could have my grocery, I could have my other things that are pending. And I'm very thankful to God for these moments. Now tracing back to the hotel stay where I've mixed up. So when I was trying to find a place for that evening, I didn't have much money in my account, and I ordered that anda bhuji in one of the cafes near the hotel. That uncle and his son had come now in the evening shift, so I asked him that is there something around. So he said, okay, you want for tonight and all. So I said yes, actually I already have a house now, but the maintenance issue is there, so I cannot go there tonight. so there's no water thing and all, the tank has to be cleaned. So then he said, okay, I'll see. So by the time I eat that, I was trying to surf, and I also connected with PG. They said, okay, 400 or 500 rupees, and we'll give you one extra mattress, and you'll have to stay with some four sharing room, four girls. So I was not very comfortable as saying, because I was very tired, and it's good to get mingled up and all, but now I feel that I needed rest. I didn't want to disturb others, I didn't want to be disturbed. And in sharing, then you have a lot of things to adjust. So anyhow, so what happened is then, because I had to do my own planning also, while sitting, suddenly somebody comes up to me, and it was the daughter-in-law of that uncle and that bhaiya's wife, and she is also like my age, and I'm thankful to her, Poonam. And she comes up to me and she says, are you looking for PG stay or something? I said, yeah, you're from PG. He said, no, but if you are comfortable, you can stay with us in our house, and we have a 2 BHK, we all can adjust. So I was so thankful to God, and then I said, okay, I will pay some amount to you. He said, no, actually my husband is not going to allow like that, we are just helping you. And when I stayed with them, uh, I have not seen such a cheerful family. I mean, there's Aji, there's auntie, and uncle usually sleeps off early because he has to come to the stall early in the morning. So he did not know that I have come to his house, and so we had dinner at 10 o'clock. We laughed. We and then in the hall only we had, Auntie Aji was there. So why I'm sharing this thing is that I don't have to tell everything in detail, but why I'm telling this is that they're not believers. We share a different faith, but we had amazing time, and I got good connection. And now also they allowed me to put the flyer in front of the cafe. So anything they said, don't worry, we are here, and if tell everybody we have a family over here. So, and in return, I also said that whatever in business ideas or marketing, anything, any support is there, I will be there. So this is how God worked. And so that's the reason when I move out, I am not afraid what will happen next step, because even if I'm worried, I get encouraged that, God is going to, um, God is amazing, and God is going to work out the miracles. So that's how my journey was. And then finally settling, this is a little funny, but I should share this. The first day when I came here, I had to sleep on the sofa, and there was the sink maintenance was not done. There was the maintenance issues were there, and this I have to clear. So uh, the first, after the after that stay, I had come, the tank and everything got cleaned up. And then um, the day when I stayed on 13th November, I still remember, I came in, and I found in the morning I found the sink pipe is out, the water is out, and the stone was aside, the stone was kept down. So I knew there's a rat. So I blocked it again. I went out for some work. When I came back, my wiper was chewed up. Now I was like, maybe the rat must have gone. So I didn't have proper bed, anything, so I slept there on the sofa, just like that. And when I heard some sound, I thought that this there is only one rat, but there's some sound, and there were three rats to my surprise, and I was scared. It's like, now in middle of the night, whom will I call? So while discussing with my mother, my mom said that, you leave the drainage pipe again, move it aside so that it will go back to this from the same place. And I didn't want to kill it. Kill means I am scared, but at the same time I'm working towards now, more animal care. So anyhow, now I thought that let it go. I was very tired because roaming around trying to serve for plumbers and electricians and all these things. My luggage was not settled, and my dogs, I had to bring them on 18th because now there was a complaint of barking and all. So I was very tired that time. I said I needed sleep. So then what happened, the first rat, it came. I was waiting for it to come from the staircase, and my eyes were wide open, and then suddenly I saw it coming. and going back again. And then I said, please come. And then it came, it roamed around, and then it went near the sink, that hole. It again stood, took rounds, and I was praying, and it went inside half, then came out again inside. And then I went and closed that. I thought there was only one. Suddenly I heard other sound. So the second one also I had to wait for it to take rounds, and it went first in the kitchen, then again came back, and again it took the round, and again it saw the hole open, and it went half again. I closed it. Now I thought it's done. So I said I can sleep now. So I just slept off, and again I heard some sound, khadang khadang. I said, how can it come? I have blocked it. So I saw a rat sitting on the stone. Now I was like, from where did this come? So it was the third one, and it was trying to go out. So again I had to leave it open. When I tried opening, it came again and it went to the staircase. Now I had to wait for it to come down again. So when I waited, I tried putting, I waited, and then I tried opening that. No, I tried waiting for the rat to go back. So then what happened was, again it came and took, it sat. I have also taken the video, and I dozed off in between because I was very tired. I said, God, please help. And it also finally went, again came, and again went inside. So this is a miracle that, God also works. I mean, He gives challenges, He allows, and He works. So these are small testimonies that I wanted to share. And after that, how God worked. I know my testimony is going 36 minutes, 30 seconds now, but I hope I'll be able to upload it. And after that, step by step, how God helped. The fund was a miracle. It was a miracle because within one day to sanction that, also on a weekend, and plus getting the money on Monday in my account, it's a Monday or Tuesday, I believe, but it is impossible, and usually it takes time. So I'm thankful to God. And then I found people. Yes, one of the neighbors have complained about barking, but just next door and the front people, they are very understanding. I'm thankful for the society, and the society has airport near, metro coming near, and though there are certain issues of water and electricity, but other things are so good. So I'm thankful to God. And how my this flex, my discover the joy with a purpose, with purpose, how it got, again that's another level testimony. So I will be putting up in a different video, but God has worked this out. If I missed anything, I will add it. But I'm really thankful to God that finally I could find this time and share testimony. There are many things that I've missed, because right now also I'm tired because of getting things done and all, but I'm trusting God at every step. And one thing that I learned is praising God in the storms. Like, whenever you find a problem, start praising God, start worshiping Him with your whole heart without expecting any miracle. You worship God, that God give me that spiritual strength, and God give me, help me to trust you, because when we put our trust on people, we will fail. But when we put our trust in the Lord, and He has amazing ways, and He can do miracles. He can do miracles within seconds. So trusting God without fear may not be completely possible, is because we are human beings, and that's very much needed, because otherwise we'll become proud and we'll try to go above God. So weaknesses are very important in life, and challenges, downfalls are also important. But at the same time, um, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's what I want to claim today. It's not because of our own strength, but because of His grace. He will carry us through. I hope this testimony will encourage at least one of you. And rest, if I missed anything, I'm definitely going to share in my next video. And until then, stay tuned, and God bless us.